And Furia through to the Grand Finals. 10 years ago was the last time that Fallen made it to the Grand Finals of what was IEM Katowice, and now a decade later, he gets another shot at the title that has always evaded him. An incredible three-map affair in this semi-final, and we do indeed have Fallen up here on the desk joining us. First of all, massive congratulations. What's going through your head right now?
Thank you so much. Yeah, very pumped. It was a crazy game. It was insane, so I'm very happy. As you said, it doesn't even look like it's 10 years past before the last finals. So much went through all those years, but I'm very happy and very glad that we're here again.
Where did you find this fountain of youth, man? Like, I know like the leadership has always been there, but you've been doing work on the rifle, on, you know, Mirage, every map, like you're finding impact, you're finding entries. You and MOLODOY seem to be connected, you know, on a different wavelength when you're in a 2vx. So, you know, how has that been for you?
It's been amazing, yeah. Since the moment I played against MOLODOY, I knew the kid was insane. I knew he had something different. Just like a few years before, maybe I played against Donk when he was playing for Spirit Academy, and I died on Nuke for him outside T-Red Fatigo, and I was like, holy shit, either this guy is using something massive or he's the next one. And if MOLODOY was the same and the connection is there, yeah, I appreciate a lot of the work he's been doing. And, you know, it's just great to see at this stage of my life someone growing and experience a lot of things that I experienced as well. So I know how it is to be a fresh outfit, you know, everyone's counting on you, a lot of pressure. So I'm very glad to see him doing well. And when it comes to me, I'm just trying to do the best I can to help the team. You know, being selfless, being open to new ideas, learning a lot of things. I have to jump B Mirage, bro. I have to learn a lot of stuff. This is hard.
I've been there too.
This is hard.
It's not fun. Well, then take us back to the beginning of the tournament. Now you're in the grand final, and the beginning of the tournament wasn't like, it didn't look like yourself when compared to how well you were playing last season. What have you experienced and what have you learned throughout this tournament? What has been the big change for you?
The only thing that comes to my mind is I have been through this quite some times now. When you experience some success, and indeed we did last year, we won 4 or 5, so you feel like you're on the top of the world, the top of the mountain. And when you have to face reality where you did a lot of things correctly to get to that position, and sometimes I feel like you might take it for granted a little bit. And then the year starts back, you're coming from vacation, and then if you're not putting the effort in the same way you were before, if you don't have the right mentality, it's just not going to happen.
Rapaziada, a Skinland, o melhor site para vender suas skins, é a mais nova parceira oficial da Vitality. Clicando no link da descrição e usando o código krzzcsgo, você ganha $10 na sua primeira venda. O diferencial deles é que, sendo qualificado, você consegue até mesmo pagamentos instantâneos, sem esperar o trade-lock chato de 8 dias na Steam. Você também consegue receber pagamentos instantâneos se optar por pagamento em saldo no site. Você pode usar esse saldo para comprar skins insanas na própria plataforma, com preços muito abaixo dos da Steam. Eles têm várias formas de pagamento, tanto para receber dinheiro de vendas ou para depositar na sua carteira. O link para você dar uma olhada tá na descrição do vídeo. Corre lá!
So I think over the last competitions, like it's 2 competitions now, we really didn't feel like ourselves before the Aurora game. Like we're not really playing top CS, we're just surviving a lot of individual moments putting us through. But against Aurora, I felt like, okay, now we found the groove, and I think it's the mental shift. Like we feel much more loose and much more willing to want to win than to have to win. And I think at some point that changed because of the success in the past. So it's great. I think we're adapting fast and we're learning those experiences, and the team is doing well. But yeah, we're getting to where we want to be just now.
Speaking of success, can we talk about that T side of Nuke? Janko, you brought up a round which you want to pick Fallen's brain on, so what have you got for us?
Yeah, I think this one was interesting early on, right? Like you guys want to close the first buy round, they force again, Yakindar finds an entry, but then they're pushing 2 ramp, right? Zontic's here, he's going to find a double kill, MOLODOY. 1 miss that he's had, it feels like this whole series. So now you're in a 2v4, you walk out, you go down vents. What's the communication here like? Who's talking more, you, Yakindar?
I'm down vents, Marek. Oh wait, then I'm gonna show a little bit A. He gets 1. All right, I'm plenty for you as well. Let's go. And then we figure out the rest.
I think you guys you had pretty good info, you know. From this point on, you're just sort of playing, same picking together, or is it just like
let's pick together, Fallen. Boom, we pick together, and here I had to pick because of the molly, and now he's just in. Yeah, he played super well.
You know, you're talking a lot about Yakindar, like in terms of what he brings also as a secondary caller. Sometimes when he's feeling it, you're letting him call everything. So no surprise that you guys work so well together there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like he's a very smart player. He understands a lot about the macro and micro situations. I think that macro-wise, we have a good fit together because we understand each other very, very fast. Like So if a kill happens, we already know what's the next move very instantly without saying anything. And when it comes to the micro things, he's much better than me. Because he's been rifling for so long, he's like, "Fun, you cannot open this angle like that. You need to do this like this." So there's a lot of things I'm learning with him. And yes, it's a player that you can only use if you're open to play his ideas. Because if you have someone like that and you are only forcing your own things, so I kind of have to be the leader who sometimes is not even there, you know, but just let it flow. But on this Nuke, we didn't have prep for this map, honestly. I didn't really think Nuke would be here. I thought we would be playing Overpass. So we went to the backstage, we're like, okay, let's just think about some things we want to do and let it happen. I'm going to be calling on freeze time, and we're just going to execute it. In some fashion, I think sometimes it's better to play like that, even more when it works. But if it doesn't work, you're going to go like, okay, we are not prepared enough. But you know, that's Counter-Strike. Sometimes you're going to go off the groove. And I think Counter-Strike is more about finding a way to play with synergy between each other than really to understand and memorize all the single strategy and, you know, just hit things. So I think we played well under the circumstances that happened.
How did it feel going? You felt that you obviously were not going to play Nuke, and you just mentioned the whole thing. It's more about like finding the synergy between the players. How has that been evolving for you in Fury now that you've also gone to an international team, or you become an international team? Has it been hard to get to that point? Have you also relied a lot on having to play a lot of strats? So how have you come up with this playstyle? Is it like it was in the days, or something you had to come up with?
I think the addition of Marek to the team helped a lot us shaping an identity where we don't really rely too much on being gamblish. Because there were times when we could often look to a situation and say, hey, maybe here we should have gone for 4A, and then we pushed in, and then Marek would go like, it's okay, we can win a round like that, but if it depends on that to win every time, then where are we going to be as a team? So there's a lot of times in between last year, before we really won the tournaments, they were like, you guys got to figure out other ways of winning those rounds, instead of winning being gamblish, instead of taking your luck, because we need you guys to perform without taking too many risks. And within that came a lot of evolution on the players and on the setups and on things that can help each other. And then I think we built this foundation that's, in my opinion, more solid than being the team that's active every time. You know, and nowadays a lot of teams are playing with a lot of activity. So if you are more patient than them, you can take a lot of good things from that.
Fallen, an incredible showing here in the semi-finals. I just wanted to give you the opportunity to say anything to the fans that are supporting you very loudly in the arena, and the people, of course, at home.
All right, so everyone on the stage, thanks you guys for coming. It was amazing. I think on the halftime of the third map, all lights were up, and even were saying, guys, just look around, you know, it's amazing. So thank you guys for coming once again here. I love the Polish fans, and hopefully I'm going to be able to lift the trophy here, but it doesn't matter. I already won just by being here with you guys. And honestly, para todo mundo que está em casa, muito obrigado pela torcida sempre. Satisfação estar aqui, os brasileiros estão aqui no estádio, que estão em casa. Minha esposa Letícia, minha família, meus irmãos, minha mãe, amo vocês. Let's go next finals, either Mouse or Vitality. Let's make it.
It's going to be such an exciting one. Once again, congratulations, Fallen. Thoroughly looking forward to seeing you guys gracing the stage in that grand final tomorrow. But that does mean it is...